Hi friends, welcome in. So right now I'm not feeling great physically or mentally. My physical symptoms have been increasing and my mental symptoms are also just because I feel like crap. I'm really tired and I just keep ending up scrolling on my phone and I do not want to be doing that. Um, so I figured why not just do a little reading challenge to inspire myself because I have so many books I want to read and I do want to read. I just am doing the easier option of just scrolling or watching TV or something, which, rest is rest. I just want to be doing something else. And so yeah, I have made a spinner wheel with 100, 150, and 200 as options. We're going to spin it and read it, hopefully. If whatever I don't read, we will carry over to tomorrow and then the next day. Tomorrow is an appointment full of a day full of appointments. So it's going to be a busy day, but needed. And today I just have to dog sit the rest of the night, so hopefully we can get some stuff read. So honestly, if we get a higher number for today, it hopefully won't be as hard. But for like Thursday, I am working, so we will see how far I get. But yeah, so we have 100, 200, and 150. Let's pick it, maybe. If I know how to do this. Can we stop? Thank you. Girl, don't do it. We got the biggest number. We got 200. Okay. Alright. But like I said, I called it. If we're gonna do it, we're gonna do it. But I'm in the mood to read right now. I have The Great Big Beautiful Life by Emily Henry. And I'm only on chapter 2 of this, so I'm hoping it's decent. But yeah, I am on page 15, so we will have to get to 215 today, or something, and then read something else. And like I said, if I don't get to that, I will be carrying that over to tomorrow. But yeah, I don't have a lot of energy to lift things up physically. So I might also have my Kindle. And on my Kindle, I'm reading City of Brass by, I think it's S.A. Chakraborty. I will correct myself if I'm wrong. But, yeah. I'm not feeling something fantasy right now just because I'm wanting something quick and fast-paced, contemporary set in this world. So if I'm not able to hold things up and when I want my Kindle, I will either pick a romance or do a thriller. Who knows? But yeah, I am reading this for my 26 and 26. Right here, I have The Fourth Princess by Jeannie Ching. I am interested in this and I might pick it up, but I don't want something that's historical right now. And this is set in 1910 in historical Shanghai. So I'm not sure how I'm feeling about that. But yeah, I will also probably be doing audiobook of this, but I don't think I'll be counting audiobook as pages. I normally do, but I feel like I want to be reading something with my eyeballs. And if I'm challenging myself, I want to be like, okay, we're going to sit down and do this. So we will kind of vlog throughout the day what I get to, and then we will spin for tomorrow. I'm thinking I might spin for tomorrow right now just because I don't know what I'll be doing tonight and what my energy level will look like later, but I feel like I have the energy right now to do that. So I'm considering changing it for tomorrow because I know that I'll have a busier day, so I'm like 200, but also that's part of the challenge. I have to keep the options. So for tomorrow, I swear if we get 200 again, all right, I'm gonna spin. Oh. Okay, it's 150. I think that's okay. I think it's manageable. we will see. I usually, if it's a busy day, am fine reading 100 pages, so I guess I'll just try and read in between appointments tomorrow. But yeah, let's focus on the 200 right now. I might cheat and do, if I do read over 200, if I read extra, I will count those for tomorrow. Because I don't think I will, but, you know, my rules. So yeah, we'll start with the 200 pages and Great Big Beautiful Life. I'll read a couple pages now and then go head over to dog sitting, and I will update you with what I get done at dog sitting, which is only a couple hours. Okay, so I am dog sitting. I am on chapter 7. I understand what people mean by saying this isn't a romance, or that their assumptions were let down. But I am eating up the chemistry in between the main characters. It's definitely giving romance to me. I know it's not going to go that way, but I'm liking it. And I also really liked The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, which that is giving this vibe. So I'm excited to see where it goes. I would be surprised if there wasn't a romance, because I can definitely smell and feel the tension. I love Emily Henry's writing because of that. Like, she does such great chemistry. But yeah, I don't know if I said, but I am on page 70 or 80? 80. So about 65 pages into this 200 page challenge. Still got a way to go, but there's my little update. Good morning. I had just woken up, so that's why I look like this. But yeah, I did actually get to the 200 page mark yesterday, and I'm so proud of myself. I did technically read a little bit over that on my Kindle last night, but I didn't really count, so I'm not going to count that. So today we have a busy day, but we have 150 pages. I have a little bit before my first appointment, but I think I'm going to shower and get ready. But then between my appointment and then the next appointment, I have a couple hours. And I think I can just sit down and get a good chunk of reading done. And when we're doing that, I will spin for tomorrow and see what we get. Hopefully it's not too bad. But if we get a big number, I fear we may have to start another book, because I'm on page 215. I don't know how many pages there are in The Great Big Beautiful Life. But if I read 150 today, we'll be nearing the end. So we will see. How I'm feeling about the book? I like it. I was wanting it to be a 5, and it is still really good. I think that the interviews they are doing are kind of taken away from it. So right now I'm sitting at a 4, maybe a 4.25. That could go anywhere from here, but I am enjoying it. So yeah, I think, like I said, I'm gonna shower. I'm gonna go do other things, and then I will start my routine for the day. Hey friends, I am back from my first appointment. I am feeling rough because I had Chakraborty injections in my stomach area, and those did not feel good. I'm feeling a little nauseous, so I don't know if I want to do coffee. I might try it just because I want a warm drink. But I will probably make the coffee, have some water as backup, and then start reading the next 150 pages. I have about 3-ish hours until my x-ray and my GI follow-up, so we will see how much I can get read in that time. And then before that, we'll probably spin the spinner wheel for tomorrow's section, so I don't forget, because I just remember that. So let me get the coffee made, and then I will go over to the laptop. Okay, so I have the spinner wheel here. I did change it a little bit because if I do end up going to work tomorrow, which I hopefully will, I will probably work a longer shift, and so I have some lower numbers here. I do have some time during that shift that I will have on my Kindle, so I still left it a little bit high. I did make my coffee and have my book here, my heating pad. So let's see what tomorrow looks like. Hoping it's not too bad. Please, please. Okay, okay. 125. We can do this. We can do this. Okay, so we did 125. I feel like that's good. I think I might want to spin again to not the numbers this time. I do have this wheel that has the rest of my Herkiad prompts. So I have some books in here and then some just prompts. Like I have some book options like Iron Widow, Bowl of the Many, Cold Eternity, which I might just pick one, but we will see. If I don't like the option, I might just go with whatever. But this, you know what? That's not the name of this vlog. Let's just spin and see what happens. I don't know what we'll get, but I'm all scared. I don't know why I'm doing this, but all right. I'm scared. I'm scared. Girl, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't. Are you kidding me? I want to read this so bad, but it's 600 pages, and I don't know if I can do a fantasy right now. What if, like, I just don't? Can I just, like, respin? If I get it again, I'll do it, but, like, come on. Girl. Okay. No. You know what? Maybe. Yeah. You know what? Maybe, yeah. Maybe, yeah. Because I was going to do Cold Eternity, which is a horror sci-fi. And Golden Sun is obviously Red Rising, the sequel. I just don't know if I'm mentally ready for that. But I think that I might have to be. Because I have so many other books to read in the series. So maybe that'll be the next book after Great Big Beautiful Life. And maybe I could read Cold Eternity at the same time. Because I need to read Cold Eternity for Eternity. Oh my god, why is that so hard to say? For the Magical Readathon for the next prompt I have. And then also just because I have to read it. But yeah, that's what we got so far. And let me continue on with this reading. Okay, friends, it's been about an hour and a half-ish. I just got to page 295, which is about 80 pages since where I was ended up last time. So about like over halfway of my reading goal for today. I'm definitely loving it. So I'm gonna finish that later today. I have about like an hour or so until I have to leave. And I do just want to play video games because I'm getting a little anxious for my appointments. So I just want to kind of turn my brain off. And I know I can do that while reading, but it's getting emotional and I don't want to be all emo at my appointment. So, like I said, I'm really liking it. I did realize that this book is a lot longer because it's large print. So even if I get to, I think it was around 365, which is what I have to get to, I'm still gonna have like 200 pages left. So even if I read the 125 tomorrow, I won't be done. But I think I'll probably read more than that because I'm just loving it. So we might have to push off the next book pick, but we will see. And yeah, I'm gonna go play some video games to decompress and go to my appointments, and then I will update with when I start reading again when I get back and let you know how my appointments go. Okay, hi friends, I'm back from my appointments. I thought I had to work at 5, but I don't, so I still have about an hour and like 5 minutes until I have to go pick up my spouse from work. I have about 70 pages left to read for this. My appointments went about as well as they could, which is still not great. And I'm in my feels, so I'm gonna try to read. If I can't focus, I'll do something else, but I think that the 70 pages should be manageable. I may need to journal though because my brain is on fire. But yeah, I'll update when I have made any headway or finished or whatever. Okay, it is 4:47 p.m. I'm here picking up my spouse. I just reached 150 pages, 157 pages, because it was a chapter, like at the end of a chapter. So I did 157 pages. So we did it. We did it today. I think I might still read more and count them towards tomorrow just because I'm really into the book. The book is pretty good. It's pretty sad. I'm liking it. It's definitely different storylines. Like, there's the current day and then there's the person that they are interviewing, which I'm not even sure if I talked about what this book is about. But, this book is about two main characters that are writing, and they are both journalists, and they go to interview a celebrity socialite that is older now, and she kind of hid away from the limelight, and they found her, and they're going to write a memoir about her, or a biography, I guess, but she's not sure who to write with, so she's having the female and male main character both write with her for a month and interview her, but obviously the female and male main characters that are both writers and are in competition with each other to see who gets the story are falling in love. But we are also getting the lady story, the elderly lady story, Margaret, and it's reminding me a lot of the Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. I'm definitely enjoying it. I would love a lot more of the, like, contemporary love storyline, but I am appreciating both, so I'm not quite sure what I'll rate it. I mean, right now I'm like around a 4. It depends on the ending, what I think I will, but I think I have like 150 pages to go or so. I should be finishing that up tomorrow. I don't think I'll finish it today. But yeah, if we do start a book, it will be something. I'm not sure. I know that I got The Will of the Many and then Golden Sun when I spun, but I think my brain just needs romance or contemporary or something. So we will see. We will see if I even listen to the wheel besides the numbers. So I'm gonna go back to reading, and I will vlog tomorrow. Hi, so it's bedtime of the second night, and I have not been. I just started picking up this again, The Great Big Beautiful Life, but I did start The Golden Sun, and I got 40 pages in, which is good. I had to take a break just because it's bedtime and I didn't want to read something dark before bed, which is silly because I always do, but whatever. And I picked up The Great Big Beautiful Life again, and I read more, and I'm now at page 390, which puts me, if I'm doing the math correctly, 25 pages ahead, plus the 40, so that's 65-ish. And so I'm going to count those for tomorrow because I think I'm going to have a busy day. And I spun 120, so technically tomorrow I only have to read 55 pages, which I can definitely do. And then when I have time tomorrow, I will spin for the next day, and whatever I read tomorrow, if I read over, will just go into the next day. I think I'm liking this. As far as the challenge, it's making me read more, and I'm liking it. I know I have a busier day on Friday, but I think I'll stick with the wheel we have now because I feel like it's going to be obtainable with how much I'm liking reading. If we get like a 175 to 100, Could be pretty good. Anyways, I'm gonna read a little bit more, go to bed, and then update the numbers tomorrow. Also, because I'm working, I probably won't vlog a lot tomorrow. I might have some time here and there, but it'll probably just be my update at the beginning of the day and the end of the day. Okay, good morning, guys. It is now the next day, Thursday. I did end up calling out of work because I do not feel good at all. But as far as page numbers, I read a total of 103 extra pages yesterday. So if we're gonna consider that I spun 120, I think, for today, or 125 or something, I only have like 20 pages to do for today. So I will end up spinning later today to see what a bigger number will be. And I think I'm going to use the bigger spinning wheel because I have today to just relax and read. I might try and read a little bit more here before I take a nap. And then I will get up and spin. I will definitely update with whatever I end up reading. But just wanted to update that I'm not going to be busier today. So we will probably have a bigger reading day. And although like I'm a little bit upset with myself, we gotta roll with the punches. We gotta just adjust if we're not feeling well, and that's okay. It makes for more reading, right? So, like I said, I'm gonna go read and take a nap, and then I will be back on with the spinning wheel. And like I said, we did start Golden Sun last night, so I might be reading that today, or something else. I'm not sure what. Okay, friends, hi. Same shirt. You know, it's a day. So I just updated the spinner wheel. I have included some different numbers. So because I did read like 105-ish, whatever, pages yesterday extra, that will make these numbers smaller, but I did do bigger numbers. So I did 175, which is just 75 pages, because I'm just going to say like 100. 200, which is just 100, 250, which is just 150, 225, 125, 300, which is just 200, and then 250, which is 150, and then I'm also going to do a 350 option. I think I'm going to take out the 175 because I know I'm going to read more than that, and that seems like a cheat to me. So I feel like the 100 option and then the rest of them are good. So I am going to spin. Let's see what we get. Oh my god, don't do this, girl. Don't do this. No. Okay, 150. That's not bad. I know it says 250, but I read 100 yesterday, right? So 150. Not bad, not bad. Especially because I do want to do other hobbies today. And I feel like this is a good, solid number to read today. And I'll probably end up reading more. And tomorrow, I don't think I have that much going on, so I'll probably do bigger ones. Let's update the pick wheel and then pick for tomorrow as well. I'm going to hide this number. I'm going to get rid of the like 100 options. Okay. I'm leaving 250, 225, 300, 250, and 350 for tomorrow. I don't know what I'm going to read left of today, so this will either be the full or just some of whatever. Should I add more? Let's add like a 375. I like that number. It's like a good temperature to bake things at. I don't know. Anyways. Are we ready? I got 375. That's like a whole ass book if I have to read the whole Okay, let's hope that we read let's hope that we read more than 150 today, because girl, so I guess let's get reading. I'm gonna make some coffee, try and figure out what my body can eat today. See, that's the thing, is that today I also wanted to like puzzle and watch YouTube, so maybe we'll just see what I get done. No pressure. Just knowing that we have like 375 the next day. I'm also not sure how long I want to keep this going, because I do like the idea of going until like Sunday and then wrapping it up. And I think that's might be what I want to do, but I also feel like I do want to just wrap this up tomorrow and then start another weekend thing. We'll see what I'm feeling. Alright. I'll update when I read something. Hey friends, so it is midnight-ish of that night. It's been a minute. I have read 99 pages, and I know that because I finished The Great Big Beautiful Life. It was really cute. It was sad but cute. I think I'm rating it like a 3.75 or a 4, just because I wasn't as like emotional as other Emily Henry books. And I just felt like it was trying to do a lot, and I'm not really sure how I feel about it, because like I really respect a lot of the story. I just feel like at some points it didn't flow necessarily how I wanted it to. And I I like The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo more. It does have me in a romance / like contemporary mood right now. So even though I'm going to try and finish off the 150 pages I think I had to do, with I think 51 pages more of Golden Sun, I also have my Kindle to potentially download the new Epi Jimenez. And then I also have a couple of contemporaries. I know I have The Great Alone by Kristen Hanna and Atmosphere by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I just don't know if I'm in the mood to completely be wrecked yet. So it might just be another contemporary romance, because I am wanting something hard-hitting, but not like destroy me hard-hitting. You know, just pick up what I'm feeling. Hopefully it's this, because I need to read it. Yeah, and then we have 375 pages tomorrow, which is crazy. I can't believe I did that. Hopefully I can just read more tonight. Okay, update. It is like 9:50-ish, Friday. I am about to do therapy, and then I will read more after. As far as an update on reading, I got to, the required page amount, 150 last night. I know I have like 51 pages to go from the last update, and I think trying to find where I ended. Hold on. Okay. So yeah, I read 57 pages. So, I read 6 pages more, which I thought I was going to read more, but I ended up doing a lot of other hobbies, and that's okay. So we have to read, 350 minus what, 7? So 343 pages. So I was just going through books that I know that I would either read all of today or just binge read, because I know that I am interested in this, but I need something that I want to like binge read, and I don't know if that's what I'm feeling for today. I'll try and read more, and if I can get into it, I'll do it because I need to read this, but I also went through my horrors and my thrillers because I feel like that's a good option for a binge read. Um, I grabbed Cold Eternity because I want to read that for a couple challenges. And then, sorry, I got hiccups. I also grabbed, oh, jeez, I need coffee. I also grabbed Gerald's Game by Stephen King. Um, because that's on my list too. I just don't know if I want to binge read a Stephen King. I don't think I've done that like one time. Um, so yeah, I also have my Kindle and I have, a bunch of options on there. I just don't know if I want to stare at a screen and read for 300 pages, so I don't know. We will see. I'm gonna go hop on therapy and then I'll update with what I've been reading. Okay, so it's after therapy. I picked up All Roads Lead Here by Mariana Zapata. And I just finished my coffee. This is my first Mariana Zapata. I don't even know if that's how you say her name. And it's a thick one. And I'm about 28 pages in. Honestly surprised I am that far. I'm not loving the writing at all, but I think it's gonna be one of those like hate reads because I started like I was 5 pages in and I was like, I don't know if I can do this. Like it took 10 pages to describe. Like she kept reiterating the same information so many times. Um, so far it seems this like mid-30s year old woman is having some type of midlife crisis after her divorce and is going back to I think her hometown and is renting this house or apartment for a month from this guy, and I'm assuming he's a love interest and he's grumpy. Um she is like such a pushover and so like please, please, please. And I'm like, girl, I just need a strong female character, and she's giving like I'll submit to the man type of thing, and I'm like, uh, but like again, it's kind of like a hate read because it's so silly, that I'm just kind of flying through it. Um, it is a thick one though. Like it looks like it's like 400, 500 pages. Let's see how thick it actually is. Yep, it's like 600 pages. That is fucking crazy. Um, so, am I gonna read 300 pages of this? I don't know. Um, so, this does fill a couple of challenges for me though, because for the Herkiad prompt, the Z in her last name will fill the like A to Z challenge. And then, um, I mean, I guess technically it would fill the 600-page book requirement, but also I'm doing a like year-long like physical book TBR thing, TBR takedown. Um, and one of those prompts is like, the person has the same zodiac sign as you, and I couldn't find any authors who were also Capricorns, but the Chinese zodiac, this author is the same. Look at my cat. Is the same zodiac sign as me, and she's the only author on my entire TBR, physical TBR, that is the same, so I guess I have to read it. So yeah, I am 28 pages through. We will see if I continue with it. I might pick up something else. I have a bunch of other options next to me, but I am kind of hate loving this, so maybe we'll do it. I do have to spin for tomorrow. I'm unsure when we're going to finish this. I think I'm going to finish it Sunday. I already have so many clips, and this is getting pretty long. But I am really loving this, and it's forcing me to read, so I think I'm doing a little hack here. But like I said, I'm going to continue reading. I think I'm going to heat up some food and finish watching this like true crime documentary I started last night, and then I'll continue reading. It does look really nice outside, so maybe I'll go for a walk and find somewhere to read. Okay, update. But one, I wanted to record this because I actually look good, and this whole vlog I've looked terrible. So I am only 52 pages in. And I think I said that I read 7 pages yesterday extra. So how are we gonna read like 310 more pages? Or 318 more pages? Tell me, because I don't know. I guess it is, I didn't even say what time it was. It is like 3 p.m. My spouse gets home in like 2 hours. So I guess it can be an extra reading challenge, and I'll finally sit the fuck down and see how much I can read in like 2 hours. Not that I can't read if they're home, but like I want to just like be alone and read, so I think I'm gonna hone in, read, and I'll update you around the 4:50, 5 o'clock mark what I got to, and hopefully it's something. I'm hoping for at least 100 pages. Like, if I can do that, I'll be proud of myself. But I still have like 300, so we will see if we do this, because I'm not that confident in myself, to be honest. I did decide that I'm gonna go into tomorrow and Sunday. I was editing my footage and I was like, I never actually decided. So, actually, before I sit down, I'm gonna pull up my laptop real quick, edit some numbers, because I feel like we're not gonna finish this today, so I might have to do lower numbers for tomorrow, but I also have all day, so we'll see. And we will do the spinner wheel, and see what I get. I'm scared. Okay, I've updated the spinner wheel. I put in 175 because I feel like we've done 150 a lot of times. I took out the 350 and 375. What is my computer doing? Because I felt like it was just a lot if I don't finish everything today. So let's see what I get. Please be nice to me, that's all I'm asking. Like, I'm just a girl. Okay. You know what? No, that is rude because there's 250 in there twice. Why did I do that? Can I get a redo? Like, that's rude. What do the statistics say that that's just rude. Come on, dude. I mean, it's chosen though. It was said. But 3, oh my god. Okay. Alright. I guess that's what we're doing tomorrow. Let's hope that I can read as much as I can today, because I'm gonna be exhausted. Maybe I will have to start counting audios because I want to do literally other things. Okay. This is horrible. Okay, update. It is now a little past 5. I made it to page 140. So I think that's pretty good, I guess. I have 230 pages, 230, because I'm on 141, 234 pages. And I'm gonna be honest, if I didn't have other things tonight, I feel like I could do that. I'm not hating this. I am pleasantly surprised. I'm not loving the female character at all, or really the male main character, and I definitely feel like there's an age difference. There's just something about the story that is so, like, charming, I guess. I think it's like the single dad, small town, because I really look at romance, and really any story that's set in a small town, and this is set in the summer in Colorado, and it's just I feel myself there. So as far as the setting, I do like it. I just don't love the characters. She keeps calling him Mr. Rhodes, so it just feels like very icky. And also, like, the way she's talking, she sounds like a teenager. Even though she's supposed to be 33, she, like, I don't know, she's just so, like, baby. So it comes across as gross, but for some reason I'm liking it. Like, I don't know, I find myself like snickering or like smiling or something. I don't know how I'm gonna feel if they get together. Like, I know they're gonna get together, but I don't know how I'm gonna feel about it. Yeah, I don't know. I just envision them like, I mean, it kind of looks like it too. Like, he's like old dude, she's a little girl, and I'm like age gap for me is a little weird. So yeah, I'm not sure. There were some dogs screaming. Anyways, I'm gonna try and read a little bit until my spouse gets home and read more tonight. I'll definitely update what I get read tonight. And I know, what was it, 250 for tomorrow? Hopefully I can read more so we're not reading another insane amount tomorrow. But I'm pleasantly surprised as far as how much I'm liking this, and like I said, I'll update when I have more thoughts. Hopefully I can read a lot more. Good morning, friends. It is now Saturday at like 9 a.m. And I just woke up, so that's why I look like this. So reading update. I failed. Not by bad. Okay, not bad. Okay. So I read 311 pages. I am kind of proud of that, actually. But that does mean that we have 64 pages to carry over to today. And today we had 250. So I have to read 300 and what, like 14 pages or something. That's crazy work, actually. I know I have to spend for tomorrow, today, the last day. I have to do the last spin. Honestly, this has been crazy. Like, I've been reading so much, and it's great, but it's been a lot. So I'm kind of excited for it to be over. But yeah, I'm gonna start reading. Probably take my meds. And let's get going. I'll update when I have an update. I'm like over halfway through. Well, whatever that book is. All Roads Lead Here. I'm not liking the romance. I don't even know why I'm liking the book, but okay, I'll update. Friends, it is Sunday. Last night I did do all the reading. I somehow did. I finished All Roads Lead Here. Why did I do that though? Can't tell you. It was not great writing, to say the least. I was cringy multiple times. And honestly, I don't know why I was liking it, because I know that I like a good small town story, but the romance didn't actually start happening until, so it was a 580 page book. Didn't happen until 450. And then it was just like instant, and all of a sudden they're like married. So it was just all this lead up for nothing. Well, I mean, for the romance, but it felt like just boom. and I did not love that. So I rated it at 2.5, just because some elements were done well, but the writing was horrible. But I read it, so I read after I read all of that. I caught up for the reading for for Friday, and then at the end of last night, after that book, I still had 30 pages to go, so I started the Hive on my Kindle, and I got like 36 pages in. I'm liking that. I do have it on my Kindle, but I also have it physically right now. So I think I'm gonna do that one or Golden Sun today. I spun the wheel, and I probably put in a clip of that, but I got 175 for the last day, so thankfully it's not, 200, 300. But still like a lower number because I'm absolutely tired today. We went to a tulip festival and it was really fun, but I'm tired. So like I said, I have not Cold Eternity. I have Golden Sun or the Hive to continue. And I'm gonna get reading with those. I have my coffee made. And hopefully we can do these 175 pages and that should wrap us up. I'm trying to find ideas to do for the next vlog. I think I have an idea. And I'll start that one soon after. But let's get going on the reading. Hi friends, it is Monday morning around like 7:50, 8 a.m, whatever. I failed last night, but I will be reading the rest of the pages this morning. I'll have to count exactly, but I'll put the number here, but I read around like 120 pages. So I have about 50 to read, and again, I will put the number here and then read those. But what I read was about 80 pages of Golden Sun, and I don't know why it took so long to continue the Red Rising series, because it is going hard, and I feel like even though I waited like, I don't know, like 6 months to pick up the sequel, I forgot so much stuff, and there are so many characters, so it's kind of confusing me a little bit on all the characters, but thankfully he has a tiny little bit of glossary of characters, but I still feel myself like being like, who is that? Well, yeah, it's going hard. I'm getting back into it. For the first like 30 pages or so, I picked it up a couple times and I was like, I don't know. I feel like I have to like research what happened in the first book or reread it, and then after I got into it more, I was like, okay, yeah, I'm liking it. I also wasn't sure how much of a high sci-fi mood I was in, because I've just been in such a contemporary or like just fiction mood. Yeah, I guess like just real world setting mood, that I haven't really wanted to pick up anything fantasy or sci-fi, but this has been good so far. And then last night I picked up The Hive by Gregg Olsen. That one is it's just like a thriller that I picked up at my local independent bookstore, purely based off a cover, and I think it was like cult energy, and I love a good cult, and I'm about, I don't know honestly, I think like 50 pages in. It's okay. Like, it could be a lot better writing, but I also know he's one of those authors that, like, I've never heard of him before, but just based off of what I've seen, like, in bookstores, he just, like, is kind of one of those, like, James Patterson type authors that just, like, constantly is cranking out books. I can't tell if he's good or not, so I guess we'll see. It definitely reads like a dude, like an old dude wrote it. I don't even know if he's old, but you know, the like views he has on like women, or just like the in general views on like other races and things. I'm like, don't love this. But I do love a good like true crime or mystery or any type of those things to just turn my brain off. So that's been good. And I read that last night and I was like falling asleep, so that's why I didn't finish the page count. I am gonna read a little bit and then probably, of course, make a coffee and read more. Like I said, I'm gonna put the updated page count here and then I'll say later if I read that. Yeah, I'm really excited. So I will update you guys in a little bit. I did it. I read 84 more pages, or no, 45 more pages. I read 184 total for yesterday's 175, so I'm feeling pretty proud of that. I got a little over halfway into Golden Sun. I'm really liking it. I am, like I said, mad that it took me that long, to 6 months, to get into the second book. And hopefully I don't wait another 6 months to pick up, I think it's Morning Star, which is the third one. I'm really enjoying this. I think I'm still enjoying the first one a little bit more, but I do love the characters, so I don't know, it's kind of coming back up there. But yeah, really proud of myself for getting into this and reading a little bit more. I will wrap up the vlog with all the totals and everything in the next clip, and I'll see you there. Okay, hi friends, I'm here closing out the vlog. Yes, I'm wearing the same shirt. I do not feel good today, so I just kind of want to close this up. I am really proud of how much I read in the last, what, like 6 days? That's crazy. I am going to jump into filming the next one, I think, immediately. Not the spinner wheel, but I'm going to start by choosing things on the book covers that are flowers or leaves. I have a lot of those, and I'm doing a TBR book club that is like taking down the TBR by prompts, and one of those prompts is books with flowers or leaves or whatever on it, and I have a lot of those, so I wanted to maybe get through those. Not all of them, we'll see. Anyways, as far as this video, what did I read? So the first pick we got, and I think it was the first 2 or 3 days, I had Great Big Beautiful Life by Emily Henry. This book was, I think that it was 15 pages in or something like that when I started it, and it was 500, or when I started the vlog, 523 pages. So we got that read. This one I think ended up being a 4-star. It could have been better. I just had 2 different storylines. I would have liked either, I like the combination of the two and like the story, but I feel like I would have liked development of one of the stories over the other. I just wasn't, it was kind of distracting combining them a little bit. It just felt like a totally vibe shift, I guess. I do like Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo more. I do think I want to read that one again just to make sure, but this one is probably my, I don't know if it's my least favorite Emily Henry, because I haven't read, well, I think it might be under Happy Place, or about the same vibe, or same ranking, because I really liked Beach Read, and then I also really liked Funny Story. Those were my 2 favorites. But glad I read it. It was one of my 26 and 26 books, so yay for me. And then the next one I read was All Roads Lead Here by Mariana Zapata, or Mariana, whatever. This one was, I guess, a romance, an age gap romance, like 10 years. If you like her, you like her. This book was, what, like 600 pages? 593? whatever, 580 something pages, 81. And the romance didn't start till like page 400 or something. And it was giving like brother-sister vibes, honestly, or like adopting into a family in a small town. If you like small town romances that aren't really romances, that are I rated this 2.5 just because, like I said, but also the only redeeming qualities I felt like was it was just so stupid that it was easy to read, and also like the small town. Like I said, like I love a good small town. I like the setting as far as like Colorado, the way they were talking about the outdoors, and I've been really into the outdoors lately. But everything else, I was like, no. So this one will be unhauled. The Great Big Beautiful Life was a library pick, the large print. And then, and I think I was reading this one when I was reading those others too as well, but I got halfway into The Golden Sun. This is the second book in the Red Rising trilogy. I can't tell you much about it because I don't want to spoil. I'm really enjoying it and I'm glad I'm picking it up. I will go back and read more of this after this. And it will be in my next vlog because of the laurels on the front. It is like the flowers. But yeah, glad I'm picking it up. This one, yeah, like I said, got like 200-ish pages in. And then I was reading this one on my Kindle at night, but also I've been kind of reading it physically. Have the Hive by Gregg Olsen. This one, I literally don't even know what the plot is besides, like, this detective is looking at this case of this murder girl found, but she's, like, kind of tied to, like, investigating this cult that was surrounding bees or some shit. Like a charismatic wellness guru, which I love a good cult. I just finished watching the new FLDS documentary on Netflix. Really recommend that. Don't know if I recommend this just because I'm only like 60 or so pages in. I've never heard of this author before, like I said. I don't think this one will be in my next vlog because I don't think I classify this as like plants or anything. I mean, it has to do with animals, but nah. Also, I'm getting why people are afraid of holes because if you have a fear, like, don't look. Sorry, I held it, don't look. But yeah, it's going decent, so I'll be reading this kind of during the next one. And yeah, that's all I read. I don't think I've finished 2 books in like a couple days in a while, so I'm glad that we started this and did this vlog. I'll have to do one again. If you guys have any ideas for future vlogs, or if you want to see me do a spinner wheel and want different numbers or book suggestions to put in the spinner wheel, let me know what you think. And thank you so much for watching. This was a lot of fun, and I'll see you in the next one.